Hello everyone, this is Bilal again in the second part of the fourth video. In the recent part we've dealt with cities, countries and some of the most important items we carry out with us when we have trips inside and outside the country. Today we will learn about signs of transportation tools to get to know them in any country. Moreover, we will end up defining 3 or 4 persons' conversation for the sake of choosing for them the best transportation tool they require. Let's begin now. As you can see guys here, I zoomed the page a little bit because some people asked me to zoom it because they could not see small words and so on. Alright, so the third activity says transport in the city. So here it is particularly a similar activity to the recent one. Here we have 8 pictures of transportation signs or transportation tools. Okay, these are signs of transportation tool. Each sign represents a transportation tool. For example, here this yellow sign is for a bus station. Alright, so again we have here 8 words. These 8 words represent the 8 signs. So using exactly the same method we used during the first part of this video, we are going to define these signs and match these words to the appropriate signs. So here, according to you, what do you think is this transportation tool? Personally, I think that this transportation tool works in underground tunnels. Means we find this tool underground, and it is called the metro. Let's bring here some text and write. Okay, but as you can see here, guys, these transportation tools begin by the word by, and the word by means بواسطة, يعني by bus, يعني بواسطة البوس, by boat, by train, etc. So let's write here a metro. Okay. Now we come to the second sign. This is a little bit difficult for me because personally I do not know what is this sign. So let's move on to other more easy signs. For example, this simply represents a bus station. This is a bus station, so this is the appropriate word. For example, we go to work by bus. Alright, let's write here by bus. Let me just modify the first word and write by metro, not a metro, according to the appropriate words. Okay, now what do you think about the fourth sign? What is this? This sign is for the pedestrian. It is for people who want to cross the streets. Okay, so these are the feet of a man. This is one foot, and the plural of one foot is feet. I have 2 feet. We all have 2 feet. Okay, let's write here the word by foot. Awesome. Now we have additional 4 signs. This particular sign is very easy. It is for a tram, okay? It's for electrical tram. As you can see here, we have this electrical connection. So we just write simply by tram. Nice. Okay, we come to the 6th picture. This is very easy as well, and it is for taxi. We all know this. Okay, whenever you want to stop a taxi, you just look for this sign in some streets, and you will get this sign, and then you will get many taxis stopping there. Then you will ride the taxi. Alright, now we come to the last part one. What is this? This is simply a bicycle. So we write bike. The word bike is more appropriate here, and it represents a bicycle. So here we have the 8th picture, the last picture here. This is a boat, okay? There are different words to represent these vehicles transportation on the sea. We have the word boat, we have the word yacht, yani yacht. We have the word cruise ship. The cruise ship is maybe the biggest ship ever sailing on the sea. So here it is just a small boat. So maybe you find or you utilize this transportation tool, for example, in Italy, because the most common transportation tool in Italy is the boat, because maybe the majority of buildings in Italy are under sea. So here we write a boat. Sorry, by is better. By boat. Now we've dealt with all of these signs. Again, this is a metro. Okay. Oh, sorry. I forgot this one, this hard one. Okay. So here we have just the train remains here, remains undone by train, as you can see here. So this sign is for the train. سامحنا ترى على بالنا بلي انت ناس ملاح وكلش. Okay, by train. Alright, so as I told you here, let's come again and repeat all of these signs. The first one is by metro, the second one is by train, the third one here is by bus, the fourth one is by foot for pedestrian, the fifth sign is for tram, the sixth is for the taxi, the seventh is for the bike, and finally the eighth is for the boat. Amazing. Now we come to the last activity we have for today. So here we have 4 persons, and the activity says choose the best way for each person below to travel. Here we have 4 persons defining their best way to travel, their best transportation tool. They describe what they need, or they describe the transportation tool that they need, and we fulfill the required empty spaces. So here we start by Pedro. This is a man. He says, I hate traffic jams. Traffic jams هي circulation. يكره circulation. We all do, by the way. I hate traffic jams, but I don't really like to walk or cycle. I like to travel fast and look out the window at the view. Okay, so what do you think is the most appropriate transportation tool for him in this case? Is it by bike? No. He said that he didn't like the cycle. Is it by foot? No. He says that he doesn't want to walk, not to talk. He doesn't want to walk. So neither by foot nor by bike. What else? He doesn't like traffic jams, so he doesn't need a taxi, he doesn't need a bus. So the only way here to fulfill this field is maybe using a tram or a metro. Okay, let's choose for him a tram. A tram is the best way for him. No traffic jams, no walking, no biking, and so on. We come to the second person, Annabelle. Annabelle, this is a name of a woman. She says, when I visit a place, I like to travel slowly and see a lot. I like cycling, but it's dangerous when you don't know the city. I also don't like to spend a lot of money on transport. So here we omit the transportation tools because she doesn't like them. And what else? She likes to travel slowly, so she doesn't care whether she arrives late at her maybe work or whatever her destination is. Here she likes cycling, but the problem here is that cycling is dangerous when you don't know the city. So the only remaining way to travel here is by foot. When she travels by foot, it is slow, firstly. Secondly, it doesn't cost anything, unlike transportation. And thirdly, she will be able to see the city and the persons and the things and everything. So here we write on foot or on feet. Alright, now we have the third person, Eric. Eric is a man. Eric says, cities are very crowded, so I don't like to walk to get somewhere. So I think the best way to travel is underground. Now, do you remember the word underground? Okay, let's come back to the signs a little bit. This is the transportation tool for the underground. It is a metro. He says that he likes to travel underground. So the only transportation tool that works in underground tunnels is the metro, right? Yes, that's right. Now we write by metro. As simple as this. And finally, the fourth person. Let's see what she or he says. Claudia, okay, she. This is a woman. Claudia. Claudia says, I like busy cities. The traffic is usually bad, but I think it's okay when someone else drives. I don't like public transport though. So the first thing is that she doesn't like public transport, so we omit the public transport idea. Secondly, she doesn't care. She doesn't like the transportation, okay? But she doesn't care if somebody else drives for her. Did you get what I mean? So here, the most appropriate way for her to travel is by taxi. By taxi, she doesn't care about the traffic. And the second thing, she doesn't drive. So the taxi driver is going to ride her to her destination. So here, the most appropriate way is the taxi. Okay, awesome. Now we come to the end of this video. So if you liked the video, just share it with your friends and family. If you did not understand anything, leave a comment below this video and I will answer it. And see you in the next video, inshallah. Salam.